Hello there. Welcome to our guide on Taming the In-Laws, a guide to dealing with nagging parents-in-law. If you're watching this, chances are you've just embarked on the exciting journey of marriage. A new chapter filled with love, laughter, and in-laws. Yes, you heard it right. The parents-in-law, though well-meaning but sometimes overbearing characters in our marital story. If you're wondering how to navigate this new jungle of relationships, you're in the right place. In this video, we're going to share some effective strategies to manage your relationship with your parents-in-law without losing your sanity. So buckle up. Let's take this wild ride together. So you're newly married and you're wondering how to deal with nagging parents-in-law. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? We've all been there, haven't we? The joy of starting a new chapter in life, tinged with the nagging worry of how to navigate these new relationships. It's like walking a tightrope, isn't it? But fear not, dear listener. We've got you covered. In the next few minutes, we'll explore practical strategies to manage this delicate relationship. So let's dive right in, shall we? First, let's try to understand where the parents-in-law are coming from. Remember, empathy is key. Often, the nagging behavior of parents-in-law is rooted in their concern for their child. They have spent years nurturing and caring for their offspring, and it's natural for them to worry about their well-being. This concern can sometimes manifest as nagging, especially if they feel their child's needs aren't being met adequately. Unfamiliarity with the new family member can also be a significant factor. Just as you are trying to adjust to a new family, so are they. It's essential to recognize that this period of adjustment can be challenging for everyone involved. And sometimes this unfamiliarity can lead to misunderstandings and perceived nagging. Then we have the generation gap issues. Parents-in-law belong to a different generation with a unique set of values and experiences. They might have different expectations and habits that could seem nagging to you. Understanding this can help you see their actions in a new light and perhaps even find common ground. Lastly, remember that it's not always about you. Sometimes parents-in-law may be dealing with their issues, which can unintentionally reflect in their behavior towards you. So, to navigate through these choppy waters of relationships, it's crucial to understand where they are coming from. Their nagging may be an expression of their concern, unfamiliarity, generational differences, or personal issues. Understanding their perspective can help you react to their nagging in a more patient and understanding way. Now that you understand their perspective, it's time to set some boundaries. A cornerstone of any relationship, boundaries help define what's acceptable and what's not. They're not walls, but guidelines that foster respect and understanding. When it comes to your parents-in-law, the process of setting boundaries may seem daunting, but it doesn't have to be so. Begin by having a candid discussion with your spouse. It's imperative to be on the same page before addressing the issue with your in-laws. Together, you can decide on what aspects you're comfortable compromising on and what are non-negotiable. Next, be assertive but respectful. Clearly communicate your boundaries, ensuring that your tone is firm yet polite. It's not about confrontation, it's about expressing your needs and expectations. The key is to be consistent and follow through on what you've decided. Remember that it's okay to say no. You might feel obligated to agree to everything they say or ask, but it's important to stand your ground on matters that are important to you. Doing so not only preserves your sanity but also commands respect. Finally, stay flexible. Setting boundaries doesn't mean being rigid. It involves a degree of give and take. Understand that there will be instances when adjustments are needed, and that's okay. Remember, setting boundaries is not about creating divides, but about fostering a healthy relationship. It's about creating a space where everyone feels heard, respected, and valued. Once you've set boundaries, the next step is to communicate them effectively. So, how do you do that? Let's dive right into it. First, clarity is your best friend. Be clear about your expectations. When it comes to expressing your needs, there's no room for vagueness or ambiguity. You might want to practice beforehand, making sure you've nailed down the specifics of what you want to convey. Next, use I statements to express your feelings. This is a simple yet powerful tool in your communication arsenal. By beginning your sentences with I, you're taking ownership of your feelings and needs, and it can help prevent the other person from feeling attacked or defensive. For instance, instead of saying, "You don't respect my privacy," say, "I feel like my privacy isn't being respected." It's the same message, but delivered in a way that's more likely to be heard and understood. Lastly, choose the right time and place for these discussions. Not in the middle of a family dinner or during a heated argument. Find a calm, neutral environment where you can speak candidly, without distractions or interruptions. Remember, communication is not just about speaking, it's also about listening. Be open to their thoughts and feelings as well, and aim for a conversation, not a lecture. Effective communication can help prevent misunderstandings and ensure that your boundaries are respected. So, what have we learned today about dealing with nagging parents-in-law? We've dived deep into understanding their perspective. It's important to remember that they come from a different generation with different values and expectations. They may not mean to nag, but may just be trying to share their wisdom. Empathy and understanding are key to navigating these waters. We've also touched on the significance of setting boundaries. It's crucial to establish what is acceptable and what isn't. This isn't about shutting them out, but rather about creating a healthy space where everyone feels respected. Assertiveness, not aggression, is the path to follow. Lastly, we've emphasized the role of communication. Open and honest dialogues can clear misunderstandings and foster better relationships. It's about expressing your feelings and listening to theirs as well. Remember, a harmonious relationship with your in-laws is possible. It just requires a bit of understanding, a touch of assertiveness, and a whole lot of communication. Good luck. Thank you for sticking with us through this guide on taming the in-laws. We sincerely hope you found these strategies helpful and that they will aid you in your journey towards a peaceful and respectful relationship with your in-laws. Remember, understanding where they're coming from, setting clear and firm boundaries, and maintaining open communication are the keys to success. We wish you the best of luck as you navigate these often tricky waters. Don't forget, every relationship requires effort and understanding from both sides. If you enjoyed this video, please leave us a like and subscribe for more content like this. We are always here to help you navigate through life's challenges. See you in our next video, and until then, keep the communication lines open.